Did you know that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime? But what if I told you that some of the foods we eat every single day could be making things worse? Today, we're diving into the foods you didn't know could be silently increasing your breast cancer risk. Breast cancer is a word no one wants to hear. Yet, it's a reality for millions of women around the world. While we often focus on genetics or environmental factors, there's a surprising risk factor hiding in plain sight: our food. What we eat doesn't just nourish us, it can also feed disease. Many people are unaware that their daily diet could be silently increasing their risk of breast cancer. Today, we're going to uncover the foods that may be putting you at risk and how they affect your body. We'll also explore the science behind these foods and give you practical tips for healthier alternatives. Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women worldwide, and it's increasing in prevalence. While some risk factors like age, family history, and genetics are out of our control, what we eat is something we can change. Our diet plays a major role in overall health, impacting everything from our weight to our hormonal balance, and yes, our cancer risk. Experts have found that poor nutrition can lead to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, obesity, and hormonal imbalances, all conditions that are linked to the development of breast cancer. But what specific foods are we talking about? And why are they so dangerous when it comes to breast cancer risk? First on the list are processed meats, like bacon, sausages, and deli cuts. These products are packed with preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites, which are used to extend their shelf life and improve flavor. Unfortunately, these additives are also linked to an increased risk of cancer. When we eat these processed meats, the nitrates can be converted into cancer-causing compounds known as nitrosamines. A large-scale study published in the International Journal of Cancer found that women who regularly consume processed meats have up to a 9% higher risk of developing breast cancer compared to those who don't. The World Health Organization has even classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, putting them in the same category as tobacco. If you're eating processed meats regularly, it's time to reconsider. Next up is alcohol. While a glass of wine with dinner may seem harmless, alcohol consumption, especially in higher amounts, is a well-established risk factor for breast cancer. But how exactly does alcohol increase the risk? When alcohol is consumed, it can increase estrogen levels in the body. Higher estrogen levels are associated with hormone receptor-positive breast cancer, which accounts for roughly 70% of breast cancer cases. The more you drink, the greater your risk. One study found that women who drink 2 to 3 alcoholic beverages a day have a 20% higher risk of developing breast cancer compared to non-drinkers. Even just 1 drink a day has been shown to increase risks slightly. Over time, the cumulative effect can add up. For those looking to reduce their breast cancer risk, cutting back or eliminating alcohol is a crucial step. There are plenty of non-alcoholic alternatives that can still make social gatherings fun. We all love a sweet treat now and then, but refined sugars and processed carbohydrates are doing more harm than we realize. These foods can spike insulin levels, which in turn can increase the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, both of which are linked to a higher risk of breast cancer. Insulin resistance, which often develops from diets high in refined sugars, leads to chronic inflammation in the body. Inflammation creates an environment where cancer cells can thrive. Additionally, obesity can cause higher levels of estrogen to circulate in the bloodstream, further increasing the risk of breast cancer. Studies have shown that women who consume high amounts of sugary beverages and processed snacks are at a greater risk of developing breast cancer. One major study found that women who consumed the most sugar-sweetened beverages had a significantly higher breast cancer risk compared to those who consumed the least. But there are healthier options. Replacing sugary snacks with fruits and whole grains can help stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce your risk over time. High-fat dairy products, including cheese and butter, have also raised concerns. The fats and hormones found in these products may influence breast cancer development, especially for postmenopausal women. While the research is ongoing, some studies suggest that high-fat dairy could increase estrogen levels in the body, which may fuel the growth of hormone-sensitive breast cancers. It's something to keep an eye on, particularly for women already at higher risk. Opting for low-fat or plant-based alternatives like almond or soy milk can reduce this risk, while still providing essential nutrients like calcium. Trans fats, found in baked goods, margarine, and many fried fast foods, are notorious for raising bad cholesterol and increasing inflammation. But did you know that they can also increase the risk of breast cancer? Trans fats interfere with healthy cell function and increase oxidative stress in the body, which can lead to cancer development. Research has shown that women with higher levels of trans fats in their blood are more likely to develop breast cancer compared to those with lower levels. One major study found that women who consumed the highest amounts of trans fats had a 50% higher risk of breast cancer than those who consumed the least. That's a staggering statistic. But the good news is that you can avoid trans fats by cutting back on processed and fried foods. At this point, you might be thinking, I've been eating these foods for years. How do I even begin to make changes? It's not easy, especially with so much conflicting information out there. The food industry bombards us with marketing messages that make unhealthy foods seem appealing and convenient. There's also societal pressure to eat a certain way. Fast food is convenient, emotional eating is comforting, and many of us feel guilty for even thinking about cutting out the foods we love. But remember, making healthier choices doesn't mean you have to sacrifice enjoyment. It's about finding balance. So, what's the solution? It starts with small, sustainable changes. Instead of completely cutting out the foods you enjoy, try swapping them for healthier alternatives. Instead of processed meats, opt for lean proteins like chicken, fish, or plant-based options like lentils and beans. Swap sugary drinks for water or herbal teas, and consider adding more whole fruits to satisfy your sweet tooth. When it comes to dairy, try switching to low-fat or plant-based alternatives like almond milk or yogurt. A diet rich in whole, plant-based foods can not only lower your cancer risk, but also improve your overall health. Try incorporating more anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, green leafy vegetables, and berries. These are packed with antioxidants and essential nutrients that can help protect your cells from damage. The bottom line is this: the foods we eat can either fuel disease or fight it. By being mindful of what we put on our plates, we can take control of our health and reduce our risk of breast cancer. It's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Every healthy choice counts. Small changes can lead to big results over time. You have the power to make a difference in your own health and the health of future generations. Now that you know the hidden dangers lurking in some of our most common foods, what changes will you make today? Start by sharing this video to raise awareness with others. And don't forget to check out our other videos on cancer prevention and healthy living for more tips and advice. Together, we can make better choices and protect our health, one meal at a time.